All right, in this video, we are going to be walking through how to create an Excel crypto portfolio tracker or a crypto portfolio dashboard using, of course, Microsoft Excel. We are on the Mac version of Excel here, but the same holds true for the Microsoft version. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to start by entering the ticker symbols of the cryptocurrencies that we want to track. So the cool thing about Excel is it has modules to actually pull in the price action history of these assets so it can recognize them. So all we have to do is go to the data tab and select stocks. And this essentially tells Excel to pull in these data on these assets. So we can see that it works when you see this little institutional icon here. We'll create a header for that column called currency. And now we can go ahead and fill out and begin creating our dashboard. So let's go here with a column of the amount of coins purchased. Then let's build in a purchase price. And then lastly, well, not lastly, but a portfolio cost column here. And let's begin by filling these columns out. So in this example, obviously your data will differ, but for example purposes, let's say we purchased 2 Bitcoin. Let's say we purchased, or we have purchased 10 Ethereum. The purchase price of our Bitcoin, let's say we bought it when it was $5,000. And on the ETH side, let's say when it was $1,000. So the portfolio cost will be, the amount purchased times the price, and we can just bring that down here. There we go. And so it's actually the same. So let's change that up just so they're not the exact same. Let's say we actually only bought 8 Ethereum. So we have $8,000 of Ethereum, $10,000 of Bitcoin in our portfolio cost. This is how much money we put in to acquire this portfolio. All right, now at this point, we're going to create an actual table. So we'll highlight our data so far and we'll go to Insert Table. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to just change some of this formatting so that it doesn't look too distracting. Let's take off the filters and give it no formatting for right now, but now it has table functionality, so you can start to build out more dashboard-like features. So the first thing, we're going to start typing price here, and you can see that it picks up that field and automatically pulls in the current price of Bitcoin. And so that's Excel, integrating into current values, and so it's pulling in the current market price of 1 Bitcoin, and same with 1 Ethereum. And let's just rename this to the current price, just so that it's clear for us. Next, let's go ahead and create a column for portfolio value. And this field we will get by taking the current price of the asset, Bitcoin in this case, times the amount that we hold. And we can see Excel fills the rest out for us. Since we have $120,000 worth of Bitcoin that we paid $10,000 for. Same on the Ethereum side, roughly about $20,000 is our portfolio value. So then let's go ahead and create a field for gain loss here. And that's of course going to be calculated by taking the current portfolio value subtracted by our portfolio cost. And so we can see, we've gained almost over $110,000 on our Bitcoin holdings, unrealized gains, and $11,000 on our Ethereum holdings. So there's a couple more data points that we want to add. To do so, we can add on or hit this column button here. We want to add in the 52-week high of these assets, as well as the 52-week low. And we can see it gives us nice values. Again, this is leveraging the data that Excel integrates with already. And we can kind of see the current price versus, okay, what's the 52-week high versus low. All right, last thing, we're going to add a trend line. And so to do that, we will go to Insert. We'll go to Lines here. And the Trend line we want to get is the 52-week high to the 52-week low, and we can see the trend of that price, and we'll bring that into the Ethereum column as well. And now let's run through some cleanup items to make it look like a clean, proper dashboard. So let's add a column above here. Let's do one more. And let's add a title. Let's do CoinLedger's Excel Crypto Tracker. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead then and bold this title. Go ahead and highlight all of the cells across, and we will give it a bottom border like so. On the data side, let's highlight all of this data, given that it's all financial data, and click the dollar sign. And we don't want to see any decimals, so let's reduce the decimals to none. On the gain loss side, let's get fancy and let's highlight the data and go to conditional formatting and go to icon sets. All right, now quickly, if we don't want to manually build a portfolio tracker in Excel, we can also use a free portfolio tracker like CoinLedger. Completely free to create an account and track your portfolio. All you're going to do is create, again, a free account. You can connect any wallet or exchange that you have. For example, let's say I want to connect a MetaMask wallet, and I will simply paste in my public wallet address, sync those transactions. Voila, we have pulled in all of those transactions as well as a bunch of other exchanges that I use. And then I can simply navigate to this portfolio tab, and this is going to track in real time the market value, the cost basis over time of all of my holdings. It will also create, a trend line of my holdings, again, the cost basis, the current market value, as well as my unrealized gain or loss in all of my assets. I can drill in and see exactly where my holdings are in Coinbase, BlockFi, wherever I'm holding these assets. For Ethereum, it's in MetaMask, Coinbase, and I can track that automatically right within this portfolio tracker completely for free. Finally, I can also snag any tax reports that I need based on this data per year. So in 2021, maybe I want to see what were my capital gains or losses in that year. Maybe I need to download IRS tax forms for that year for my accountant or to import into TurboTax. I can drill in and see exactly what my short and long-term gains were for that year, where they came from which assets I sold or continue to hold, as well as interest income, airdrops, etc. So CoinLedger, use the portfolio tracker. It's completely for free. Now let's jump back into the Excel crypto tracker. And let's add these to indicate whether we're in gain or loss. And let's go back to conditional formatting, and let's go to manage rules, and let's go ahead and edit this rule. And here it defaults percent, but we actually want number so that it gets the plus minuses right. So now it'll give us green when the value is greater than 0 and red when it's less than 0. And we'll hit OK, OK. And there we go. Now we can see the gain loss icons are correct for both our Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings. Now let's go up here to view and uncheck grid lines, headings, and formula bar here. And it's starting to look like a prettier and prettier dashboard. Go ahead and highlight all of these headers and bold them here. And we don't want these headers to be the focal point. So let's turn these columns into a light gray. So let's go ahead and highlight all this data. Click the borders, go to more borders. And we are going to edit the line color to be also a light gray. And then let's add borders to the top, not there, but the middle and the bottom. And let's apply those. That way they're not too distracting. Actually, let's take away the ones on the edges. Go. And now we can see that our portfolio is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and increase the zoom. Let me move this. And there we go. We now have a clean Excel crypto tracker. We can go ahead and add more currencies, more cryptocurrencies, and the Excel is going to pick up everything that we've already added. Let's do one now. So let's go ahead, right click, insert table row below, and we can showcase how this is going to work for other cryptocurrencies. Litecoin, you can see it pulls in the data. Let's say we own 30 Litecoin that we purchased, let's say for $20 each. And we can say it automatically fills out and pulls in the current market value for our Litecoin, our gain loss on our portfolio. And that's it. Now we have a clean Excel crypto tracker that we can use to monitor and update live our crypto portfolio. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.